Hi, my name is Villet and I'm one of the co-founders of Alvas. In this video, I'll show you how to add Alvas to a flow in Klaviyo. Specifically for this case, I'll show you how to do an abandoned cart flow, but Alvas works on any bottom funnel flow whatsoever. So to dive right in, the first thing I'll do is go inside the Alvas platform, and then I'll create an email from a template. For this example, I'll just create an abandoned cart email and I'll click use template. When I do that, Alvas immediately starts writing an email that I can read as an example. I won't focus on these examples in this video. Instead, I'll go into the dashboard and then I'll show you the checklist that we have here. The first step is to add the webhook and a wait inside Klaviyo. Now, let me show you how you can do that here. So going into Klaviyo, you can see my setup is a trigger, a wait, and an email. This is the original email that I would be sending out to customers usually. The first thing I'll add is the webhook. I do that right above the email. And then I add a time delay in between the webhook and the email. This time delay will be 10 minutes. The reason that I do that is so that I give the AI a couple of minutes to just write the email and upload it into Klaviyo. Then to set up the webhook, I'll go back into Alvas, and inside the email I created, I'll go into texts, set on integration mode, and then I'll have these 4 values that I need to copy and paste into Klaviyo. So starting with the URL, I'll click copy on that. Then I go into Klaviyo and I paste it in right there. I'll then do the same with the header key. So copy that, go into Klaviyo, paste it in, and then I'll do it with the header value as well. Copy it and paste it in. Finally, I'll do it with the JSON body, copy it, paste it in, and click save. Then I'll go back into Alvas and go into the dashboard. And since I've added the webhook, I'll click that. And I've also added the 10-minute wait, so I'll click that. Now we've completed the first 2 steps. The next step to complete is to generate the first log. Let me show you how you can do that. So to generate the first log, we go into Klaviyo again, and then we click preview here. Inside this preview, and as you can see, I have an account where I'm just using myself as a customer. I can see all the events that have occurred. And if I scroll down to the bottom, I can see what data is being sent over to Alvas. Now, what you'll do is just click send test request. And the goal here is to get a green success message right up here. When we go back into Alvas, we can refresh the site. And we see that the first generated log is done. So that means that we've completed the third step. So after doing that, we've set up the technical part that tells Alvas to write an email and who to write that email to. That is the webhook. The next thing to do is to add dynamic variables, or what we call merged tags, into the template that you have inside Klaviyo. This way, Alvas will be able to insert the AI-generated text into the email right before it's being sent to the customer. Let me show you how you can do that. So going into texts again, we're going to turn on integration mode as we're doing another set of the integration. Then I'll scroll down here. Then I'll go back into Klaviyo and I'll go out of here. And The first thing I'll do is add a conditional split. The reason that I do this is because I want to set up a 50-50 split test where I have my original email on one side. So I'm actually going to clone this one, and then I'll set it, the original I'll set over here. And then the clone that I just made, I'll call Alvas. When I do this, I'll also just add the 10-minute wait on the other side. But doing so, I now have a clone of the original email that I can add Alvas to. So the first step is to copy the subject line and go into Alvas and insert it. Then you'll click copy merge tag, go back into Klaviyo, and again paste that new subject line in here. Now you can see that it says Alvas email, and then it has an ID, and then it says subject line. So this is the dynamic variable that will be populated with text anytime a recipient will receive this email. I'll do the same with the preview text, copy the fallback, and insert it into the preview line. When I do insert this, it will be entered in as the default text in the preview line if Alvas doesn't generate any text. This just ensures that a customer will always receive an email even if the AI fails for whatever reason. Then I'll go into the template and inside here, I'll do the same thing again. So for the headline, I copy the existing one, go back into Alvas, and then I paste it in. Then I click copy merge tag, and I go back into Klaviyo. Now, one quick tip here is to mark everything but the first letter, and then paste it in, and then delete the first letter. That way you keep the formatting. I'll do the same with the body text. So copy that, paste it into Alvas, click copy merge tag, go back into Klaviyo, and again, I'll mark everything but the first letter like that, and then I'll delete it. Now I'll actually do it again with the product text. So the product text, as you can see inside my current template, there's no other text like it because without AI, I'm not able to write about the product, meaning I won't add any default text for this one. It will just be blank if the AI for some reason doesn't write a text. The last text to do it for is the CTA. So I'll paste that in, click copy merge tag, and go back into Alvas and replace it. So now that we've added the merge tags, I'll go back into Alvas. I'll scroll up and click save. So I save the fallback text that I've added. Then I'll go into the dashboard and I'll click I added merge tags. The last thing to do is to configure tracking for both your Alvas email and your original email. I'll show you how to do that now. So going into self-learning here, the self-learning tab, I can see that I need to add an Alvas message ID and an original message ID. When I do this, Alvas will be able to know what emails has been sent using AI and what emails has been sent without using AI. And that way we can compare orders, meaning conversion rates and average order values, and other types of analytics, as well as turn on self-learning, where Alvas will automatically optimize performance based on previous emails that has generated sales. So to do it, I'll go back into Klaviyo, and inside the email that I'm already editing, I'll copy the ID that I see right up here in the URL. after message. So I'll copy that, and then I'll go into Alvas and paste it in to the Alvas message ID. Then I'll click Save Email. Then I'll, inside Klaviyo, go back and back again. So now I can see the flow. Then I'll choose, this was the Alvas email, and over here we have the original email. Then I'll go into the original, I'll click Edit. And when I get in here, inside the URL, I can see another ID. I'll copy that and go into Alvas and insert it into the original message ID. Now I'll click Save Email. And if I go back to the dashboard, I'm able to see analytics. I'm able to see the logs that has been generated. And if I click on the checklist, I can see that all steps has been completed. That was it for this video. The next step to do is to configure your prompts. And we've made another great video on how to do that so that you can get the best performance out of the AI. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me at villards@alvas.ai. Besides that, I just hope that you have a great day and see you.